girlfriend again. Whatever, she's beautiful. And I fix this. Alright guys, oh fuck. Alright. There you go. What's up guys? We're gonna try this again. Yeah, she's in the bag. Gonna try and do what I did last night. Oh wait, I already had that. Yeah, pretty much the plan is I'm gonna set this up postseason mode. Hopefully I have the roster set the way they are. Actually no, I just saved the roster, so give me 1 second. Postseason. So real quick, so there's a question that's on my mind. What do you guys think about CC Sabathia going for rehab in terms of alcohol? I think it's crazy right now. Now I am gonna set everything in the way it should be. Pretty much the games are gonna be set. I'm gonna change that. But yeah, in case you guys don't know, the team that has to bye is the Royals for the AL. The two teams that are gonna go at it though that don't have to bye are the Blue Jays and the Rangers. Now what's gonna happen is I'm pretty much gonna simulate the entire thing. I'm gonna use every team. So gonna use every team. The team that got the bye was the Cards. Two teams going at it, Los Angeles and the Mets. But no. Well, the reason why I'm gonna be doing this is because the playoff field is actually pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie. Listen to it. I mean, the Royals had the best record in the American League, and then it's the Blue Jays and Rangers. That's gonna be a hell of a matchup. Two powerhouses in terms of like Josh Hamilton's back, Jose Bautista, and I'm gonna break down who's gonna be what star of each series. Like for example, take the Blue Jay series. I'm gonna call each game the way I think it's gonna go. I'll explain it a lot better once I pop into a game. But here we go. No fantasy draft. User's choice. Yeah, why not? Here you go, all set up. Everything's going well. Alright, perfect. I just gotta make sure one thing. Injured. There we go. I'd take him off. I'd take CC off, but I'm not gonna just yet. Oh, they have Betances as a 91. Nice. McCann. Let me just see something real quick. But yeah, all the rosters are pretty much updated. Dude, everything is where it has to be. Tulo should be up because he's healthy. So I gotta send someone down. This means who did they send down? Who did they call up? It wasn't Kawasaki, it was... I think it was Pennington. Yeah, Pennington. Pennington got sent down and Travis Snyder got... And Devin Travis is also up. So I'm gonna have to adjust Toronto's lineup. Oh, it's Goins. Goins not on the roster. My bad, guys. Let me just change... Yeah. Okay, so Tulo, and then this was second base, and that was Travis. But yeah, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take each series, and I'm gonna tell you who I think is gonna shine throughout, and I'm gonna player lock that certain player. So say for instance, I'm doing the Cardinals against the Jays in the World Series, and I think Game 1, I think that Cardinals and Blue Jays, I think Jose Bautista is gonna shine. I'll mark that down. And that's how it's pretty much gonna go. And I'm gonna follow each series. So pretty much first game, here you go. Gonna view today's games. I'm gonna start off with the AL wildcard game, and honestly, I think it's gonna be New York. I think the experience. I mean, both these pitchers, Tanaka and Keuchel, both of them very fresh when it comes down to the postseason. So, but the guy I think who is going to shine in this one, honestly, he's come up big. He really turned around his 2015 season, had a lot going for him. Honestly, I think it's going to be A-Rod. A-Rod's going to have a big year. Going to have a big game for him, for the Yankees in the wildcard game. He's probably going to be the reason why they move on. I am going to turn on quick counts real quick. So, but yeah, honestly, I think A-Rod's going to do big things for these guys. So, and good news, the stream has not gone dead, so that's good news. You showed me what I thought. Thanks. Thanks, babe.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set.
So pretty much I'm playing DH now.
Public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Alright. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how well I'm going to do, but like I said, A-Rod, in my opinion, yeah, A-Rod's gotten slow, so unfortunately I might get these guys kicked out of the play. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, like I said, in case of my prediction not coming true in this game, I will adjust. First, then I'll tell you the situation as to what I think is going to happen.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 3-2, here it is. Fouled back. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. The next 3-2. Now a swing, and A-Rod hits this one on the ground to short. Time at first for route number 2.
Yeah, A-Rod's gotten slow. Move myself over to the right-hand corner. A little bit better. Oh, Keuchel. Nice, man. Jesus Christ. If Vic DiVitetto saw this game, he would be flipping the biggest shit in the world. As I hit into another force out. So, obviously, like I said, I'm not going to play as to how I think these guys are actually going to play. And pretty much, like I said, I'm going to adjust to the situation pretty much since the Astros did move on. I'll give you different picks. But in my opinion, like I said, I think the Yankees are going to win in the game. Honestly, only reason playoff baseball in Yankee Stadium is a lot different than playoff baseball anywhere else. So, but here we go. Now, in terms of the Pirates and Cubs, honestly, I got the Cubs. One sec, I gotta just change the rotation real quick of the Cubs because Jake Arrieta is going to get the start as well as Garrett Cole. So, and in my opinion, I honestly think that Arrieta will be the difference for the Cubs, but he's not going to be the complete difference. In my opinion, I honestly think it's going to be the rookie that took everybody by storm, honestly. I think it's going to be Chris Bryant. And Chris Bryant's going to be the absolute difference in this playoff game against the Pirates. So yeah, I do it with Chris Bryant. Now, as I said, Arrieta will be the difference, in my opinion. But I'm not going to be the pitcher. I won't be.
Crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the
I'm going to get
field.
used to Bryant's stance now.
Number 17 digs in at the plate.
I don't get why they can't pronounce Chris Bryant's name. I don't get that.
He waits. Now the pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
There we go. I'm doing a little bit better with Chris Bryant.
And the run will score as the Cubs strike first. 1-0.
Trying not to fall. That's how much a sneeze can do for you guys. And I just realized this video is going to go right up on YouTube afterwards. Yeah, let me just adjust this volume real quick so I don't get any copyright like I did the last video. Presentation. Here we go. I'm actually just going to turn off. I'm going to make the music as low as possible. But yeah, I'm actually excited for this postseason. Unfortunately, I don't think the Yankees are going to win. And I'm a Yankee fan, I'll admit that. I don't think the Yankees are going to win. Although we had 87 wins and we won the World Series in 2000 as a wildcard team, I don't think we're going to win it. The only reason I say that, Toronto bought their team. Toronto went out there and they bought the team.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
So,
Look there at the starting lineup for Flint Hurdle's Pittsburgh Pirates as they'll line up this way.
but yeah, I honestly think the Cubs are going to move on.
He will stand in an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the ball hit hard on the ground to second. On first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
I mean, Rizzo just hit a 2-run bomb.
Garrett Cole will get his first shot.
Oh boy, this is going to be weird. I haven't played third base in a while.
Now here it comes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out. Neil Walker will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
I'm going to have to start a double play.
Here comes the 1-2. On the ground to third. Here's Castro for 1. Back to Rizzo.
Saw Castro
They
for
get
second.
out of it here and double play to
Whatever.
retire the side.
It's all good.
Number 17 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 1-1 on the way. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that run will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Josh Harrison will stand in to lead things off here. His guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And a nice play there by Montero as he gets him at first to snuff out the bunt. Number 17 get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Real
here
quick,
at
Pirate
inning
fans,
number
is
7.
the starter just looks like a side armor.
Now he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And Walker will put this one away, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. Josh Harrison will dig in now, 1 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, it's been too long for the Cubs. The Cubs have to win, on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. To second for 1. developing as they'll just get the one out. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top.
Yeah, like I said, I do think it is going to be Jake Arrieta who takes over, but in terms of batting and stuff, I think it's going to be Chris Bryant. And I'm not, no offense to anybody who does enjoy the pitching aspect of it, but looks like this. And just shut off my controller real quick and then shut it back on. Oh, fuck. In that case, I'm gonna just... Ha! Yeah, one PS4 controller was a little bit cranky, so... I'm just glad the internet's working. And today, stream hasn't been shut off, everything's going good. Fuck. Alright, so... Alright. Here you go, next game is gonna be... Okay. So... Now, in terms of this game, right here, Toronto against Texas, Toronto's taking game 1, straight up. David Price is going to be a beast for them. In terms of batting, the guy who literally has been, who's going to be AL MVP, Donaldson. Gotta give it to him. The guy's been a tank. Nearly 43 home runs. The guy's been a beast. My phone, gotta do the audio check. The audio works.
Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
You gotta think your English teacher, she was very hard on you.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as their order will read like this.
Alright.
Mitch Moreland will be the batter. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Attack for 1. Over to second now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. Starting lineup for the Blue Jays here looks like this. Josh Donaldson will take his cut now.
Alright, here you go, Donaldson.
3-1 home. This is towards the hole, and as Andrus will range for it, he won't have a shot. That's into left for a base hit.
Here comes the big backup.
Jose Bautista will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the one-out single. Here comes the 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Edwin Encarnacion will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. 1-1 now to Encarnacion, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, I'm just gonna simulate to my next appearance.
Chris Colabello big in now with a possible tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position here. Here's the 1-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
He hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Josh Donaldson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And nibbled the corner
I
there,
think
but
Donaldson
missed.
really has found his home in Toronto. I think he really does fit in with the Toronto lineup.
the middle because we know he can hurt you.
But I'm actually glad that they got rid of Brett Lowry.
This will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators.
Draft champions tonight? Most likely.
Ferdad in the dirt for strike 3.